Hai semua. Okey, kita sambung semula kita punya online class on the chapter 6. So today we will discuss on the part 4 for this chapter, the last topic on this chapter. Okay, on the part 4, traffic control signal system, we will discuss definition on objective, benefit of traffic signals, traffic signal installation criteria. The last one is traffic signal timing. Okay, what is a traffic signal control? Traffic signal control is primarily used for the control of vehicle and pedestrians. So, two type of the user we need to control, especially at the intersection. It's a device that direct traffic to stop and permit traffic to proceed. Okay, so we have a three colors. The red color is called for the vehicles for must stop. So must stop for the red color. The amber one or yellow one, yellow color, is the vehicle must slow down and prepare to stop. And the last one is a green color. Vehicle can proceed. Okay. Objective of traffic control system to maintain orderly and smooth of vehicle, to reduce vehicle conflicts, to reduce delay, to reduce accidents, to reduce limited space entirely, to allow pedestrians to cross safely, and the last one is to reduce use of traffic police. Okay, what are benefit of the traffic signals? Traffic signal provide orderly traffic movement through appropriate assignment of right of way. Provide for the progressive flow at the pattern of traffic along the given route. Interrupt heavy traffic at the interval to allow pedestrian and cross-street traffic to cross to enter the main street flow. And increase the traffic handling ability of the junction. And last one is benefit. The benefit of the traffic signal is to reduce the numbers of conflicts. Example, to reduce frequency of occurrence of a certain type of accidents. Okay, for traffic signal installation criteria, we need to refer warrant analysis. So this one, you need to refer arahan teknik jalan. This one, 13 at 7th, a guide to the design of the traffic signals. So this one already upload inside of the Google Classroom. So for further regarding on the traffic signal designs, you can refer arahan teknik jalan. So generally, the following warrants should be considered before installing any signal control. So, I have three warrants. One is the vehicle operation. Second is pedestrian safety, and the last one is the accident experience. This is the three warrants need consider before we installing by any signal control. Installation of traffic signal warrant is if one or more requirements specified if any of the warrant is certified. Alright, we go through every single of the warrants. For the warrant 1, if vehicular operation, have a divide by 3. First one is the total movement. Okay, for the total volume. Okay, total volume. Traffic volume for each of any 8 hour of average day meet the minimum requirement in the table 1. So it's the vehicle volume requirement need to refer. For the major road, the total volume of both approach is used. For the minor road, the higher volume approach is used. So we need to clarify which one is a major road and which one is a minor road. Alright, so the second item is a peak hour volume. This criteria warrants, the criteria warrants standardization way to pick our major road volume at the higher volume minor road approach fall above the curve for a given combination of approach. Let's show in the figure 1 and figure 2. This is the criteria we need consider for the peak hour volume. And the last one for the warrant 1 is a progressive movement, where it's desirable to install a signal to maintain a proper grouping or flattening of vehicle and regulate cruise speed even though at the junction does not satisfy other warrant of for signalization. Okay, this is the consideration for the warrant 1. Okay, for the warrant 2, we need consider pedestrian safety. It's a warrant for signalization when the for each 8 hour or average day by following situation. 1. On the major road, 6 or more vehicle per hour, or where the rise median island 12 meter or more width. Okay, dia ada dua. Dia mention about the major road, dia ada 600 of vehicle per hour capacity, ataupun rise dia increase the rise the median islands, the 12 meter or more in the width. Then they are 150 or more pedestrian per hour for the higher volume crosswalk crossing the major road. At school, where the large number of children cross a major on the way to and from school. Okay, the last warrant is warrant 3, is the accident experience. The requirement for the signalization are certified when they are exit or record of 5 or more accident in the year, accident type susceptible to correction by traffic signal control. Then there are exist of volume of vehicle and pedestrian traffic not less than 80% of the requirements specified in the warrant 1 and warrant 2. The signal installation will not seriously disrupt progressive traffic flow, and the last one is the other method found not effective to reduce the accident. So this is a 3 warrant need to consider before we install the traffic signal control. So traffic signal system for the warrant should be semi-vehicle actuated if installed at the junction within a coordinate system, or fully vehicle actuated if they installed at the isolated. Next, we go to the traffic signal timing on the design principle. Okay, the objective of signal timing is to alternately assign the right way to various traffic movement in such a manner as to minimize average delay to any single group of vehicle or pedestrian and to reduce probability of accident producing conflicts. Okay, so in the traffic signal timing will be designed considering the file. It's the basic one we show, but for on detail of the calculation of traffic signal timing, we can refer the arahan teknik jalan. Okay. So first, we consideration to determine of the basic saturation flow, then determine of Y value, determine of the total loss time per circle, determination of optimum circle times, and the last one, determination of signal setting. So have a 5 criteria we need to comply in the design principle of traffic signal timing. Okay, we go through one by one. Okay, saturated flow is the maximum flow that can cross the stop line of the approach with there is a continuous green indication and continuous queue of vehicle and the approach. Saturated flow is expressed in the passenger car unit per hour. So in the units, where is no on-street parking. So effective approach of which I have two situations. When we determine the PCU per hour regarding on the S value. So when the width lane more than 5.5, to get the saturated flow, 525 multiple with the width. Okay, we effective approach width in the W less than 5.5 for so the S value can obtain, refer for the table 2. Okay. The actual saturated flow particle movement is movement is governed by several factors. So have the adjustment grade on the gradients, turnings, radius, percentage of right turn and turn left. So this is the equation. Okay, this is the okay, this one have this one, not the table one. I have a correction here. It's the table 3, table 4, and the last one is a sharing one, table 5. Alright, this is a table. We need to refer for adjusted value for S. So we will discuss on the example for further discussion, right? So this is determination of Y value. This is the equation. Okay, this is the table, this is the equation and the table, right? Okay, next is the determination of the total loss time per circle. This is the equation. But for the single type of that, have the already give the range value. For the R value, I have 2 seconds, 2 seconds, this one 3 seconds, this one 2 seconds. This is the checking for the adequacy of the amber times. Next, determination of optimal circle time. This is the formula. Lepas tu ada range normal 45 to 90 of the circle. Tapi for the practical purpose, kita pakai this range. Minimum 25 second pun also can be processed for the optimum circle times. And the last one is to determine of the signal settings. So have the total calculation for the total effective green time and effective green times. So we need to calculate actual green time and the controller setting. So then we sketch the diagram for the traffic signal phase. Okay, so we get straightforward on the example for more clear on this chapter. Okay, this is information given in the example 6.3. Have a junction layout, and the peak flow on the morning and the evening, morning and evening. So this information. So we go through one by one step on the calculation. So we go to the X, determine the saturated flow. Right. So from morning peak and evening peak, we calculate the average value. So ada north, south, east, west. So every single 10, dia ada for this one a north, south, east and west. So every single of the direction we average, we are total up. Okay, also here and compiling. Alright, so then total ups, this is the direction. Okay, this is information that's total up here to get the PCU per hour. Okay, let's say this one to be a projected design value. Let's say the project we implement for the following years. So we consider the number of years is 1 year. So we will become grow 5% assume, right? So the calculation PCU future equal to PCU present times of the 1.05. 5 is mean increase for the 5% for the group of project. So from here we change to here, movement PCU. Alright, so this is a PCU. So we need to calculate every single of the direction to calculate the adjacent saturated flow. Alright. Okay, so we go through for the NOS. Okay, for the NOS one. Okay, for first thing, refer table 2. We need to refer table 2. Okay, so we go through the table 2. Okay, table 2. Okay, this is the table 2. Dimension is the width. So we need to know what the width value of this junction. Okay, so this is the NOS. NOS ada width 4. South also same 4. Dia ada 4 meter. Also 4 meter. So untuk east and west dia ada 3.75 meter. So refer table 2. This one is the saturated value for 4 meter. And the 3.71 is here. So we get the S value. Okay, this one. Okay, the one. Then we need to adjust and calculate it for the related or the adjusted. Okay, so okay, for this one we consider the FG is a gradient left and right. Okay, so have the gradient not ada dia decrease dia downgrade ke 3%. Untuk yang this one is and with no gradients. So dia downgrade 3% grade. Okay, for the right and left. Okay, so kita refer table 3 and table and kita refer tables. Okay, example lah. Okay, for gradients dia downward 3%. Sorry here. So this one 1.09. Okay, for the turn traffic left and right, we need to calculate dia punya percentage of turning traffic before we determine the right and left. Right, so go back the slide. Okay, so some kind of example. Okay, so example, this one, we count the left turn traffic. So we need to calculate the percentage of turning traffic. So the turning traffic for the left is a 50. For the right is a 37. So total up is divided by 229. So 100% dapat the left and the right percentage of the turning. So from the tables, this one is a table 5. Okay, sorry. So we get the value, this value. And just calculate to get the new saturated value. Also same for the south. Then we go the east and west like a similar. So this one also refer the table 2 to get the saturated value. Okay, so for this east for the east lane we divide by 2 sebab dia ada special lane here. Dia ada dah separate. Dia ada satu is a special exclusive lane for the turn right. For the turn right, another one is a straight away and the turn left. So we need to separately left lane and left. Oh sorry. Ni dia ada right lane. Right. Mantap pula. Okay, next step to determine the total loss time per circle. So before we calculate the punya total loss time per circle, we checking the adequacy of the amber time. So kita separate by 2. So kita buat untuk north and south, dan juga this one north and south. Supposedly east and west. Okay, east and west. Right, correction. Okay, so this is the V value. So we need to get the width one. So macam mana kita nak tentukan the width one? So we refer back the figure. Okay, this one is the north and south. So dia nak cross from here to here. So kita ada 3.75, 3.75 is 1. So another one ada lagi kat sini, 3.75. So 3.75. Okay, width 3.75 plus 3.75 plus 1 plus plus 1 plus 3.75. So total 12.25 meter. These are for north and south, while the east and west, bila kita nak cross this area, we consider dekat sini. So untuk kat sini dia punya width adalah 4 plus 1 plus 4. So dari sini, so total is 9 meter. Alright. Okay, so we get this one. Okay, so just put inside the equation. Right. This one, the A value is already given, so just use the 4.458. So untuk L value, just use as per recommendation value. So we get a 3 second, and so for the east and west also dapat 3 second. Okay, so kita guna amber time is the 3 seconds. So kita calculate dia punya integrate times. A plus dengan ni, so kita dapat 3 plus 2 second, dapat 5 seconds. Okay, so kita dapat ni. So R value ni dia dah recommend as a 2 second. That's why A is a 3, R is 2. So plus total R is a 5 second. Okay, so just use this equation to determine. So this one is a phase. Kita ada 3 phase. So multiple dengan dia punya L yang kita dapat kat sini, just put back, and minus the amber times 3, plus dengan ni pun phase. Ada 3 phase, multiple by L is the is a recommendation value. Okay, this ada kat sini, refer back. Right, this is the right, the recommend is the 2 second. Just use back the 2 second to get the 12 second untuk total loss time per circle. Next, kita dah determine dia punya optimal circle time. So use this formula. So we get the L value is a 12. Before this I calculate, and this one for the total Y value. So get the 43 seconds. So this is in the range. Sebab kita in practice kita pakai 40 second until 120 seconds. Right. So dia combine the range lah. Okay, untuk is more simply, so kita directly use 60 second is a 1 minute. So kita calculate, consider untuk kita punya timing is a 1 minute. Sebab senang nanti kita nak dia nak determine dia punya phase. Okay, so baru kita determine dia punya determine of signal setting. Signal setting, kita tentukan total effective green times. So kita pakai yang kita dah tentukan. So jangan pakai yang 43, just back 60 yang kita dah tentukan minus yang kita kira L. So dapat 48 second. So baru kita kira effective green time. So pakai equation ni, just masukkan. Okay. Okay. Okay, yang ini kita pakai dia punya Y value daripada table, ikut dia punya phase. Okay, kat sini kita pakai yang ni untuk masuk kat dalam ni. Alright. So this one dah calculate, just use back, masuk je 48. Ni total lah, total values. Kita dapat 16, 12 second, 20 second. Okay, untuk setiap phase. Then kita calculate actual green times. So this is the actual green times. Just calculate, kita akan dapat. Ni ikut yang kita dah kira yang previously. Then baru kita kira controller setting times. Okay, this formula just masukkan information dan kita dapat every single phase. Okay. Okay, kita buat untuk ada 3 fasa. Kita ada phase 1, phase 2, phase 3. Kita go through one by one. Macam mana kita nak sketch out the illustration. Okay, untuk phase 1. Okay, this one untuk controller setting ni dia punya green color. Green color. Right. So green color yang untuk phase 1 dia adalah 15 second. That's why dia sampai 15. So kita tahu amber time kita adalah 3 second. So plus dengan 3. So ni ada 3 second. So plus. Dia plus dengan 3 second akan dapat 18. Right. So dapat 18. Kita punya actual green time sebenarnya 20. So kat sini sebenarnya sampai 20. Sampai 20 supposedly. 20 ni sebab kita ada lagi red 2 second. Macam kita dah kira red kita 2 second given kan. So baru yang balance tu kita punya total. So kita punya untuk phase 1 ni dia punya circle tu sampai 20 second. Kat sini. Tapi dalam 20 second tu kena consider amber time dan juga 2 second. 2 second ni macam all of the phase dia akan merah. Okay. So next. Untuk phase kedua, dia akan start pada 20 second. Kat sini. So, baru dia buat boleh green color. Green dia 11. So, this one, dia akan plus dengan 11. So, akan dapat 31. Right? Ni second. Okay. So, dia plus dengan 3 second, dapat 34. So 34 sebab suppose kita dapat 36. So sebab then kita plus by 2. So dapat 36. Dia tak show lah. Tapi suppose macam tu lah 36. That's why so end up dia adalah 60. Sebab kita punya pada 60 second. Then kita start pada 36. Okay, 36. Sebab kita dah total up sini lah. 20 plus 60, so 36. Okay, 36. Kita start. Yang before it is a red color. So, kita ada 19 second. So, plus dengan 19 second, kita dapat 50. So, plus dengan 3 second. Ni 2 second. So, baru habis complete. Okay, this is the example. Calculate for the signal timing. Okay, so all of you guys need to complete the activity 4. So this is the information in the activity 4. So just calculate as per example. So sini dia ada mention, dia minta determine dia punya circle time for each faceta and the diagram for each phase. So untuk activity 3 and 4, you guys need to submit in the Google Classroom in the tab activity. Okay, so saya akan create activity. So due date dia untuk activity 1, untuk activity 3 and 4, paling so saya set up as a 12 January 2020. So this is the deadline for the activity 3 and activity 3 and 4. Okay, so boleh handwriting, boleh typing, so depends on you guys. Nak handwriting pun boleh, nak typing computer pun boleh, tak ada masalah. Just upload in the Google Classroom. Okay, that's all. Okay, that's all for this chapter. So we will see you guys on the new chapter, the last chapter for this course.